How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to waterproof your FPV drone. This process works on anything from a tiny woo to a 5-inch or really anything with electronics. This is because we're using conformal coating to create a protective layer between the environment and our electronics. So I did clickbait you guys a little bit because you do need to cover up the ports in order to make a drone 100% waterproof. And today in this video, we're only going to be coating the flight controller of the Acroby 65 with conformal coating to create it somewhat water resistant. There actually are some other cool perks you do get from conformal coating other than waterproofing. Better crash protection comes with the conformal coating basically holding all the components in place. Going off that, there's also better vibration protection. And a lot of conformal coatings do have anti-static properties which protect your drone's electronics from anti-static discharge. So without further ado, let's get into conformal coating this thing. Alrighty guys, so this is some of the stuff you're gonna need for conformal coating your FPV electronics. Of course, you're gonna need the conformal coating. This is the MG Chemicals 419D. I'll leave a link to this stuff in the video description. This is a UV light right here, and this is optional. This is gonna help you see your conformal coating on the PCB because the MG Chemicals conformal coating actually is fluorescent. And lastly, you're gonna need something to apply your conformal coating on. Right here, I have the Acroby 65, and I'm going to be applying my conformal coating onto the BLV4, and I'll get that out of here right now. Alright guys, now that I have the Acroby 65 taken apart, I'm going to take the BLV4 right here and start conformal coating it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start the conformal coating process by dunking into the conformal coating, wiping off any excess, and then simply painting onto the flight controller. The main thing you want to be careful of is any connectors. You can see we have these UFL connectors, and we do not want to get any conformal coatings that will interfere with the electrical contact. I'm going to start painting. Alright guys, so now I'm going to check my work by dimming my lights a little bit, and now I'm going to take my UV light right here, turn it on, and you can see how the PCB is fluorescing a little bit. See that I missed this connector right here, which is good, and the UFL connectors that I was talking about. I'm going to try to cut it a little closer to those UFL connectors so I can get that little row of components right there, along with over here next to this camera connector. Alright guys, now I think I have this flight controller pretty much covered from all angles. I'm going to give this thing around 5 minutes to dry, then I'm going to come back to it, flip it over, and do the other side. Actually, while I wait for the flight controller to dry, I'm going to take apart the camera unit, and I'm going to take the camera out and conformal coat that as well. I'm going to stop conformal coating, I'm going to let everything dry, and then I'm going to reassemble the B-brain with the camera, and we're going to see if everything works. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy flying. Peace!